I don't think I don't think I would I don't think I would be spending crazy money on clothing, but I know that I would be my wardrobe would definitely grow.
Oh, see, that's the thing is your wardrobe will grow.
Yeah.
And I would argue that, and this is the thing I say like about wealth and money is once you get it, it's for me, I could see myself because right now with everything I have, I'm not wealthy. I'm poor actually. Like I'm
Yeah.
dirt poor,
Yeah.
but I have all the things that I enjoy. I don't need anything else.
Yeah. You're
But
satisfied.
I've spent money. I spent a lot of money on the things that I do enjoy. So if I get wealthy, I could for sure see myself the things that I enjoy, like golf. I would 100% if I was like extremely wealthy, I would pay $125,000 for a membership at a golf course, or or cars, for example. Cars are bad. But for see, and cars
Yeah, they
is the
are.
one thing. The cars are the one thing I would like have to really find my limits on because I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go spend money on a Lamborghini. I couldn't do it. Maybe one, maybe like a McLaren. A McLaren, I would, but then
You would have to do a McLaren for sure.
I would spend lots of money on like restoring a vintage Mustang or uh like my Pathfinder. I'd spend lots of money on trying to like make that thing an off-roader, you know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would go that way.
I would just have a parking lot of 90s shit boxes. I'm not kidding. I don't know what it is about like those like 90s era cars.
They're nice.
Like imports. Domestics, I like to fuck around with 70s, 80s,
Yeah.
80s, 70s, 80s domestics. I don't think I'd buy anything new though. I don't
See,
think I would buy anything
no.
after 2000 after fuck dude, maybe not even after
2005.
95.
Oh. See, I'm kind of the same way, but like I'd say for me I wouldn't go past cuz 90s they just started turning into just blobs.
There's just a fine line. It depends on if you're talking
Domestic.
about imports versus
Dom-
domestics.
Domestics. They kind of just turned into
Yeah.
blobs kind of. And there are that's not to say all domestics, but like I love 80s.
Yeah.
Like the Fox body.
Hot. Super hot.
There's
Yeah,
something to
the C10.
yeah. Gosh.
Dude, fuck 80s trucks are fucking hot. Oh my god, I love 80s trucks.
Yeah. See, I would go with I one example of a domestics for the 90s I'd go with is like a Jeep Cherokee.
Not where I thought you were gonna go with that.
Yeah. I don't think cuz the 90s Mustangs, those are gross. Um
Yeah, no. I think
even
I think a
Chevy.
lot of I think a lot of domestic sports cars tried to match import sports cars in that
Yeah,
era
it just didn't
and
work.
they just missed
Yeah. But 90s Audis, those are
at the
hot.
front door.
Those are hot.
Yeah, I know they are.
Those are hot.
That's why I got one.
Even, you know what? Even Volvos are hot.
Dude,
90s.
Volvos are oh
Yeah.
god. See, but that's imports.
Yeah. I'm trying to
90s
think.
imports are super cool.
Um, Volvo, you got Audis, Volvo, Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Scirocco.
yeah. You know what
90s
I really
Scirocco.
like? I like the older Volkswagens where it's a little. They've got a little bit more sharper edges to them.
Like Mark 3, Mark 2 Golfs.
Yeah, yeah. I like
Yeah.
even their truck that the Rabbit, is that what it's called? The Rabbit? That thing's hot.
That's more of like a Golf. They
Yeah.
have shit, Miller's gonna hate me for not remembering. Caddy?
I haven't
Volkswagen.
even heard that.
Is that what it is? Oh God.
Oh, you see, now you've got me on like the Italian train, because I'm like thinking of
Yeah.
like those '90s Italian cars with the
Mhm.
flat six. Those things sound amazing.
Caddy. A Volkswagen Caddy looks kind of like they have the Datsun Sunny. That little mini truck, or like a little Nissan hardbody kind of shape to it.
Nissans too.
Well, Nissan's a big one for the 90s.
Yeah. What is it called? That the Datsun,
Skylines.
the Skylines too. Yeah.
Nissan bought Datsun. Because it used to be the Datsun 240Z, and then like Nissan bought them, and that's when they came out with the 240 SX and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at some of these '90s Italians cars, and I'm just like,
Italian.
yeah, I
Big
do like.
Ferrari guy.
I do like Ferraris, but I like. It's interesting because I like the not the Ferrari. I like the simplistic supercars. When they try to add a bunch of shit to it, I'm like, that's not it for me.
I like the way that
I know
companies are starting to take their approach to the modern day vehicles. Like, oh, I guess you haven't seen. You know how Wade got his truck? That Tundra?
Yeah.
The dude, the interior on it is so simple, but it has everything you need. It's like perfect. It's money. I love it.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm just like, even 2015 Ferraris, because my go-to, I think, would have to be the 488, the Spider. But I can't even fucking remember, honestly.
Big Porsche guy.
Oh, I
We've
love.
named every fucking company so far. And
I-
oh my god! I just
If you gave me a choice to pick, say I had one car to get,
Yeah.
one supercar
Yeah.
out of all of them, Porsche, 100%, 911 Turbo S. That's it. The twin turbo all-wheel drive Porsche. Oh, those things are so sexy. Oh my gosh.
So Adam LZ got the 992 GT3,
Ah, GT3 is
That-
nice too.
the 992
Oh.
GT3. You gotta look at the rear. Look at the ass on this thing. It looks like it's kind of got.
What did you say it was?
992. Just look up 992.
Yeah.
And the rear taillight, I think.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah, dude. They're super hot.
Ooh.
They sound so good too. So good.
Oh yeah. All right, we gotta move on from cars.
Yeah,
we'll
I
be
know,
here
man.
all
We're
fucking
what,
day.
35 minutes later, cockroaches and
God.
Porsches.
Yeah. Well, I'll cut some of it out.
Oh God. Yeah, you will. Okay.
I'll probably.
So,
Yeah. Anyways.
should we do the quick intro?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, anyways, welcome to Late Night Tangents podcast episode 17. My name is Taylor.
And I'm Eric.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
All right. Should we talk about the week?
Yes, let's go for it.
All right. I'll take it off.
Yep.
I just gotta say, dude, this week was like the quickest, longest week of my life.
You're telling me.
It was like, ooh, man, I don't even know. All the days just ran together, basically. Like I didn't even have like any me time really. Like I feel like it just went from like work, home, eat, sleep, work, home, eat, sleep, all week. just like I didn't even so like before this management position, I would just kind of I'd wake up, the first thing I'd think of is the gym. What do I need to eat today? How am I going to benefit myself um as far as my own personal health? Now I wake up and I'm like, okay, what do we got to do today at work? And I'm like, it's just such a weird dynamic because then I get home and then it's almost like I have to remember, oh yeah, I'm supposed to go to the gym today. And I'm like, wait, am I supposed to do legs? Is it back and by day? Like I just like
Mm,
I don't even think about it. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm like, what did I eat today? I start thinking, I'm like, and then I go hit the gym and I'm like, damn, that was a shitty workout because it's just like I've been so focused on work that I've just like totally forgot about myself. I've noticed my strength has gone down in all my lifts.
mm,
Like I'm not as motivated to go hit the weights. Like I don't even have the energy to hit the weights. Dude, I fall asleep in 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
hmm.
Like it's crazy. My
Yeah.
eyes like my eyelids touch, gone.
Wow.
Like that's how fucking tired I've been lately. Like
Yeah.
this has never happened to me.
Do you got a
So
lot going on, like clients or stuff like that?
a lot.
Yeah.
A
Makes
lot,
sense.
dude.
You're getting
We
into the
have
summer now.
I know.
Yeah.
We have a race coming up. I'm pretty sure there's actually 3 cars from the same client that are going to a race at the end of this week.
Oh, wow.
And we have to get them all ready this coming week. So one of them's already done, just needed wheels and tires. And then 2 of them still need motors and tuning put in.
Yeah.
So
Would you
we're
find,
close.
do you find that that's kind of how it works at your guys' company where you kind of have an off season, which is the fall, winter, and then things start picking up kind of in the spring, summertime?
I
Yeah.
mean, there's an event that runs all the way into October. So like end of October, November, December, January, February, March is kind of our downtime.
Yeah.
So, well,
How,
March there's Texas 2K, so that's one of the biggest events of the year.
yeah.
But
It's because I want to go back to the gym thing. You said that when how close are you to the end of your cycle? Are you done or
um week week 7 starts. What's today?
the 22nd?
God, I should know this right off the fucking top of my head, shouldn't I? It's kind of important for my fucking health. Week 8 starts this next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many weeks
So,
are there?
12.
Oh,
Lower dosage starting this week.
yeah.
Got to take it easy on myself. Start getting myself back down to earth. And you know what? I didn't even really notice any big difference when I upped the dosage. I actually noticed less of a difference.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the whole experimentation with this stuff is, you're
So
the guinea pig. You got to figure out what works for you.
I think you had mentioned it on another cast, but I just got to ask again. So this is like your last time. You're not gonna.
We always say it's our last time.
Oh,
We'll see. To be determined.
yeah.
I don't know. This cycle hasn't been the best for me though.
Hmm.
I mean,
Eh,
it's like as far as health goes, it's been fine.
yeah.
But it's just like as far as results goes,
Ebb and flow.
I don't really know. So maybe I just take the next cut and just do it naturally, see what are the differences there cuz I haven't done a natural cut in years.
Yeah.
So,
I would be really interested to see you cut like you used to, and see
yeah.
like you get down to what was your usual BMI? Was it like no, BMI is wrong. What was your body fat?
Percentage?
Yeah.
I'd like
What
to
that
get
get down to? What's the lowest it's been?
I mean, just based off of all the physiques I've seen in the past with other people, looking at myself, not really knowing exactly what it is, but just
Right,
off of a
just take a
guess.
guess, yeah.
I think that one cut that I had like 7 years ago, I got down to like 7.
7?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably pretty close.
I'd be curious to see after you do all this and you do a natural cut, you get back down to 7, what your weight would be like and what your physique would look like. Because
Hmm.
before, when you got down there, it wasn't bad. Like you could definitely see muscle uh, definition, but it wasn't like,
I look starved.
yeah,
I
it
look very starved.
right. And it's not like it. It's not like you didn't have any muscle. It just looked like you were maybe a little on the unhealthy side.
Very unhealthy side.
I'd be interested to see if you did that again, whether you would look unhealthy or if you look like maybe it looked like an athlete. I don't know, but maybe 7 is too. I don't know what athletes'
There's really
body
no reason to get down
down
to
to
that
yeah.
lean of a body weight if you're not even, there's no reason behind, like, there's no reason. Am I stepping on stage? No. Am I competing? No.
Right. So what are you gonna
So
shoot for? Like 12, anywhere from 12 to 16.
I'm probably where I'm sitting right now. I'm probably at 11.
Oh.
I know it's like,
Well, I haven't seen pictures of you, so.
yeah, I'm not gonna rip my shirt out for you.
Oh,
But
come on, the audience wants to see.
the way that things are looking, like, I have veins in my fucking quads. I
Yeah.
have veins on the front of my calves. Like, that is rare.
Yeah.
That's lean.
Yeah.
That's pretty lean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, the gym. Natural.
Yeah.
Gym hasn't been very good lately.
Yeah.
Oh, so speaking of which, I have some admittance.
Oh, okay.
Thursday. You know what Thursday was?
420.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give the story. Where are we? 42 minutes in
Yeah.
ish. I'm pretty sure this was pre-planned. I'm pretty sure that on Tuesday of this last week that I was like, all right, I'm like, so Thursday's 420, but we're just gonna stay dedicated to the goals. We're gonna stay strict on the diet. We're not gonna fuck off. And I held that. I was like, okay, we're good, we're dieting. Wednesday rolls around, and you know what comes into my head on Thursday or Wednesday? Pizza. I'm like, dude, I could fucking kill for a pizza right now.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, 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 no. Stay true to yourself. Stay dedicated. Stay focused. You got this. Thursday rolls around, Thursday morning. And I'm just like, okay, if anything, we won't go to the gym today. We'll just stay on track, eat the healthy food, and we'll be good. We'll just, take a day off. We'll just take it light. Right. So, end of the workday comes. I'm headed home. All my yogurt expired, so I got to get new yogurt for the protein smoothie situation. I'm like, we'll just swing by the store after work and it'll be good. We'll be good. So I swing by the store and I'm doing great. The cart's looking nice and light. I got some meat. I got my yogurt. I think I needed like milk. And then I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, I forgot something on the other side of the store. I'm gonna have to walk all the way across it now. Well, in that journey across the store, my cart started to get heavier. And I threw in a gallon of Cool Whip and I went to the gummy section. I got a pound of gummy bears. I ended up throwing a pizza in there, and and then I got a bag of Tim's jalapeno chips, and I don't know where I was, but I was like, okay, we'll just have these on deck in case something happens.
The old,
And so
I love it. Was probably the old thing you said, fuck it. You probably just
Yeah.
like, fuck it, and threw it in there.
yeah, just like we need to prepare for the worst possible scenario here. And so I get home, and I'm starting to put the shit away in the fridge. and then the scent of it hits me in the face because the cabinet that I keep all the goods in is right next to the refrigerator, and I'm like, okay, we go to the gym, and then we make a decision. So I went and got ready, got all my gym shit on, went and hit like the fastest fucking chest and try day of my life. Dude, it was like 45 minutes. I was in there just melting. I'm like, okay, you just fucking gotta beat your shit to death here. Like, you just gotta fucking sweat it all out. It's gotta be worth it. And it's just like, it's slowly spiraling out of control. My mental health is just like, I need it, you know? And so that's when I just like, I fucking caved, bro. And I was just like, fuck this shit, dude. I'm like, everybody motherfucking else is doing it today. And so, yep, rolled one, smoked one, game over.
Ate the entire bag of gummy.
Dude, I ate the whole pizza. I ate a half gallon of Cool Whip. I ate a half a bag of the Tim's jalapeno chips. And then I ordered 4 crumble cookies, and I ate 3 crumble cookies.
Oh, no. Hold up. We need to backtrack here for a moment.
Yeah.
Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
By itself? Why?
If you throw that bitch in the freezer, it's like ice cream, but it's way, way lower calorie. Way lower calorie.
Oh.
The serving size is only 2 tablespoons, though. So when you're a half gallon in, it really doesn't matter at that point.
You know what's funny? Yes, sweet dude. I think it was on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday was the same day, dude. I got home and there's just something that came across me. I'm like, I just need some sweets right now.
Yeah.
I'm not a smoker, so it's not like I've smoked and then I'm like, oh, I need sweets.
Yeah.
But just the whole day, I was kind of craving sweets because I don't have sweets in the apartment at all, and I'm like, oh, the old sweet tooth is coming in, so I go to DoorDash, and
okay?
I ordered what?
God, your nose, man! I'm gonna rip it off for you.
Dude, the allergies here is unbelievable. It's so bad. So if I'm scratching my nose, I apologize. It's inevitable. You can literally see pollen on cars, so I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
So I go on DoorDash. I ordered $30 worth of sweets on DoorDash. I got sour Skittles. I got the puffy Oreo things.
From like a 7-Eleven or something like that?
Like Dash Mart. They have like Dash Mart or like a CVS or stuff like that.
Oh God.
So I ordered Skittles. I ordered the Oreo puff cake things. I ordered 2 Ben and Jerry's. It was bad.
Damn.
And I ate the entire quart or pint of Ben and Jerry's. I ate 2 packages, so 4 of the Oreo cakes. And then I probably had 40 sour Skittles.
Holy shit, Bobby.
Yeah.
Tell me, okay. Did you have any productive research? Like, did you make this a productive situation? Because I did. When I did this, I knew I was admitting to a giant fuck up, but I was like, okay, we're going to fucking see what happens.
Absolutely not, because I'm not on a diet like you. So, you know what I viewed it as? I'm like, that pint of ice cream is 3,000 calories. I need all the calories I can get.
Yeah.
And I also, this week for me, it was concert week for me, so I had rehearsals almost every single day, and then finals, of course. So I hadn't really had a lot of time to eat in between. I've been eating like shit too, because I've got I get a certain amount of money I have no choice. I have to like put in towards the commuter meal plan, which is $250. And if you don't use that $250 up by the end of the term, the school just keeps it. So
Okay.
I'm over here. Like last week, I had $170 I had to spend because I don't ever eat at the school. And so I've been just swiping that meal plan card at the school on worthless things, just snacks, 2 bags of chips, Skittles, a caramel cookie thing, a protein shake, chocolate milk, just junk. And then like tater tots, just bad. But I'm like, I have to use this money up before I don't. So now I'm down to like $70. But yeah, I just got that.
Yeah.
Sweets, essentially. I still have some. I might bust into them tonight, but I might be going to a game night tonight, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I tried to make it a productive situation. I've been trying to make anything where if I'm going to ingest anything, beverage, food,
Yeah.
weed, whatever it is, steroids, I have to track it. I have to make note of it somewhere. So I have that journal, and I have pages that are dedicated to that research. And so with all of that food that I ate, I had to see, how did I feel in the moment? How did I feel an hour after, once my body started digesting it? And then how did I feel in the morning? The morning, bro. God damn, I felt like shit. I woke up and I was like, I will not do that again for probably 6 months. But I think it's good to have days where you just fucking destroy yourself like that.
Yeah.
I think it's good because then you realize you're like, oh my God, this is why I don't eat processed foods every day. This is why I eat chicken and rice, ground turkey and sweet potatoes. Like, this is why I eat what I eat on a daily basis, because it makes me feel good. Like eating a half gallon of Cool Whip, you're going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
Eating a whole pizza, you're going to feel like shit. Like, you're going to perform like shit. Like,
Bobby,
it's just there.
I can eat an entire pizza and I feel fucking fantastic. I'm like, that was so fucking good.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, the immediate feeling after eating all that, I was like, dude, I am on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
Like, I feel good as fuck. Like, I could probably eat 2 more pizzas right now.
Oh.
But then, like, the hour after, you get into the digestion, your body's starting to, like, analyze what's in its belly. And it's like, whoa, I haven't seen this in a minute. What do we do?
You're getting me on this pizza train. Pizza fucking sounds so good right now.
I don't want any fucking junk food.
Oh.
For
Why don't you?
a minute.
Well, hold on. Have you ever considered making your own pizzas?
I mean, I have in the past, but like they're a very protein based. Like I use, that like chicken, the canned chicken.
Yeah.
I use that as my crust. I have like a pizza crust recipe that you can use with canned chicken.
Do you not eat any bread?
I try not to, because it has gluten in it.
Are you gluten intolerant?
I'm pretty certain, because I shit my pants when I eat gluten.
You know what you should do? You should take a test. They have those tests where you do the swab, and they'll tell you all your weaknesses in food and things that you can't eat. My sister.
I don't think I need the test.
Well, no, you'd be surprised. My sister took a test and she can't eat chicken. And she's been eating chicken her whole life. Dude, I think mine's dairy. I don't think I can
Mine's also dairy.
I don't think I could eat dairy products.
Oh, like pizza? Pizza is like my bane. The bane of my existence is pizza. But I fucking love pizza.
I can eat pizza and be fine, but for me, it's milk. Like if
it's cheese, bro.
The cheese, I'm fine with cheese.
That's dairy.
I know. Dude, I'm so confused because I'm like, I don't have any food allergies. I'm not going to be one of those.
Just going to choose.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm going to eat what the fuck I want, when the fuck I want, and how much the fuck I want. But granted, I get myself into a very bad habit, and all my family members tell me, they're just like, Eric, you need to eat, because I don't eat. I get so into my head and my thoughts and my desire to be successful in something overtakes
Yep.
my desire to eat. So I will sit at that piano for 7, 8, 9 hours and I won't eat.
Yeah.
Or I'll have small amounts of foods that tie me over, and then I'll go right back and do the same thing. And people say that's not healthy, and it's really not, because there was a point in my life, and this is when we were going to the gym every day, I got myself up to a reasonable weight. I think I was like,
I thought you were like 170.
yeah, I was getting up there. I think I was 170. And just like, you could definitely tell, I'm like, okay, he looks good. I looked
You look healthy.
Yeah, I looked really good. I was the strongest I've ever been. That's the best I've ever sang. And then I got, and this was in undergrad, but then I got busy in undergrad. I lost it all. I lost all my muscle mass because I wasn't eating. I wasn't keeping up the amount of calories I needed to consistently to maintain the muscle. Because if you don't eat and you're not maintaining your muscle, the first thing that's going to go is your muscle.
Yeah.
I think. I could be. Is it fat then muscle, or is it muscle then fat?
Well, Bobby, you don't have any fucking fat to burn, so it's gonna be muscle.
Right. And that's the one thing I've noticed, and I was texting you about this last night, is I need to work on my core strength a lot, because singing, especially classical or opera, is so heavily based on your core strength and your core muscles, your diaphragm. This all has to be so strong. And right now, mine is as strong as it's gonna be. It's not gonna be any stronger, And so I was telling you, I need to really get into the gym and really start working on those core strength. But before I do that, I need to do the root of the issue is I need to freaking eat more.
The nutrition.
Right. If I'm not feeding the muscles, then I'm not going to have any muscles.
Yeah, there's no point in going to the gym if you're not taking the steps to prepare for the gym.
Right.
Common misconception.
Right. And so for me, that's just the big thing, is I just really got to start focusing on those cores and eating and stuff like that and get myself back up, because there's no I'm 6'2". There's no reason I should be 155 pounds,
No.
I need to be at least, and that's what everybody tells me. They're like, you need to be 185. You need to be 190. I'm like, easier said than done. It is pretty easy, but I just don't eat.
Out of all the things that you deal with on a daily basis that are difficult, eating should not be one of those difficult things,
Right.
Like, all you have to do is put food in your mouth and swallow it.
Right.
Looking at Liam's got to be 6'2".
Yeah. Well, he's probably taller. He's probably taller than I am.
And he weighs 205.
Yeah.
It's doable.
Yeah.
It's different scenario, different situation, different body type.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
You gonna tell us about your concerto?
Oh, yeah. So I
No.
no, I don't want to. I had a concert on Friday, and it was kind of the retirement concert of the professor. She had been working there for 35 years or something like that. Crazy.
God.
This lady is the best. Oh my gosh, she's the best.
Yeah.
I think she's either from Ohio or Iowa, one of those, I can't remember. But she was so funny. Probably one of every time I go to that class, I was dying,
Yeah.
And she had a little bit of a potty mouth. She did not care. She didn't care.
Yeah, that's the real world.
Oh yeah, and one of my colleagues in there, him and I were doing a duet. He was a tenor, and that guy's hilarious. The guy's hilarious. We would always, when we had our staging rehearsals with her, we'd always be making fun of her, and then she'd get up there, dude. She could roast the shit out of you, and
I'm sure.
I'm like, she's super sarcastic, roast the shit. I'm like, that's the kind of people I like.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was her retirement, and so we had rehearsals Monday and Wednesday up until that point, and it was kind of like something that I was really unused to. Is we were changing things up until the last moment, you know.
Mhm.
But everybody in the concert was just like, I'm surprised it turned out as good as it did for changing things in the last moment. But
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, we all had a lot of fun, and we all sang our songs, and I sang a comedic piece, and it got some good reactions out of the audience, which I always look for. That is trying to get a reaction out of the audience. But at the end of the day, the one thing I've learned in all of my acting classes is that you have to stay true to who the character is and not try to get the audience to laugh, because if you try to get the audience to laugh, they're not it might not they might the thing is here is they might not laugh.
Okay.
So I just stayed true to who the character was and did all my staging stuff and elevated it a little bit more, and it got a good reaction.
Because the part is already scripted as a humorous part.
Right.
So the person who scripted it probably has a pretty good idea of how to make an
Right.
audience laugh.
Right.
And all you got to do is follow the
Right.
the
And then
template.
right, and then I just added more to that template, and
Yeah, some flavor.
right, and afterwards I was my voice professor came up to me. He goes, "Oh my God, Eric." He goes, "I learned so much tonight about who you are." And I'm like, "Oh no." I'm like, "That's not good."
Nice.
I don't know what that means. I still have to ask him what that means, but the professor of the class, who was retiring, she goes, "You added so much more," and she's like, "It wasn't like a crazy amount more, but she's like, you just added enough to make it really special and really, get a good reaction." I did stumble over some of my text in the duet. Because it's really funny if you get out of the character thoughts and too much about where you're trying to go. For me, that's what I came out of the text, and I was like, okay, I need to look at him now, like as a stage direction, and I kind of there's a reason why we work so hard. So if you do run into those issues, you can continue on and be a professional and have no one know a difference. Because I was the only one that no one came up to me, not even the music director or the director, the professor, said like, "Oh, you messed up your words there," because I'm a professional and I'm able to, keep going and recover. And it wasn't, no one knew. And so,
Nice.
that duet really well, but I don't know if we're going to debrief on that. And that, I think that concert will be able to watch on the Manhattan School of Music's websites, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So, but it went really well, and I'm really pleased with how it is. But now I'm done. Now all I have to focus on is my finals and my juries, and that's it. I'm done.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
Yep. Just finals and my final performances. And then I have a recital. Anyways. Go ahead.
So, on this Manhattan School of Music, so you're saying that our listeners can view these videos?
Yeah. Well, you can. The thing is if you want to see any concert, they're all on there. They've got orchestral performances. They've got flutes, trumpets, musical theater, jazz. They have it all. You could go watch any performance.
Interesting.
I'm pretty. If it's an actual like scheduled performance through the school, then you could go watch it. I'm pretty sure.
Dude, we should fucking clip some of it if it's legal to clip.
I don't think so. I think
We should link it with a timestamp.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if we want.
No, we want. We want. My mom and I have been talking about. She's just like, we got to go see Eric perform one of these days. And I'm like, honestly, I'm down.
That's one thing you said to me. I don't remember when it was, but you said that to me one time. He's like, "You've been doing this for a long time, and I've never seen you do it ever."
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides in high school,
I think I saw one, and that was a mandatory.
that was mandatory. Everybody had to go to
Yeah. Oh man, that was bad.
that. Was
I mean, it was
so
good,
that
but
was
it was
so
bad.
funny. That was so funny.
Dude, oh my freaking Lord. I was sitting in the worst but best possible spot. I was sitting in this group of like 20 dudes where it was just like absolutely roasting the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Just so many fucking pictures taken, so many fucking memes were made.
It was great.
It was great, but also like, oh my God.
Well, it's funny because as much as, if I get to the level where I'm performing, at some major venues, of course I'd invite my friends to come and see. But once you get to that level, there are no and I don't know if you go to like concerts like this, but if you go to any sort of professional concert, video phones are you can't pull out your phone. Like if someone sees, like, because they have security, and if someone sees you have your phone out, the security will have the right to go up to say delete that,
Yeah, or remove you.
right, or remove you from the concert. But I don't know. I'm always very aware of what people's likes are. So, like, for instance, if it's not someone's forte, the kind of stuff I perform, I won't invite them because it's not their forte. Unless they're like, yeah, I really want, like, if you and your mom are like, yeah, I really want to go see Eric perform, then I'm like, of course, I'll invite you guys, tell you what concert. But if it's like, well, see, okay, I'll give like Jeff as an example. Even though I know his family specifically is like big into like musical theater. If it was like a musical theater thing I was doing, so for instance, like this concert, I would have invited Jeff and his family to come see it. But if it's like opera, I'm not going to invite Jeff to come watch an opera. Although Jeff has been pretty like, I'm not going to say supportive, but it's the guy supportiveness. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, it's like, keep him away from our girlfriends because he's going to steal them kind of a situation, That's what I was at Jeff's. I don't know if I told you this. I was at Jeff's beach house once, and everybody was asking me to sing. And that's like the one thing like I do not do. Like I'm not going to like a party and like, oh, I want to sing. Like that's not, I'm like, I'm here to have a good time, have fun. I'm not going to be the guy that starts singing, But Jeff's mom was really like, you need to sing. And I'm like, no. She's like, sing Phantom of the Opera. Come on, no. You need to sing. I'm like, I don't have a backing track. It would just be me singing. And I'm like, no. And then she goes, well, we could pull it up on YouTube. And I'm like, shit. and then Jeff's like, no, you're going to sing. Your stupid little ass is going to sing. And I'm not kidding you. There were a shit ton of people. All of freaking Jeff's parents, friends were there. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah.
And so I chose to sing like some aria from Hai vinta la causa from La Nozze di Figaro by Mozart. So I sang that. And at Jeff's beach house, they have the house.
Yeah. The surround sound in the entire fucking house. Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, I got to turn on the switch here. So I completely go into performance mode.
Yep.
And I'm this. Oh man. So, anyways, I'm going into performance mode, and of course, I knew for a fact that a lot of these people didn't know what I was singing about. So I said, you know what? Because this is like this aria was like about like fuck you, like you can't trick me kind of a situation. But that's not how I played this aria whatsoever. Because I knew that I knew they didn't know what it was about. So I kind of chose to do it as a more of a seductive, kind of like a "Hai già vinta la causa," more of a like oh kind of a situation. And everybody was just like, every single person after I was finished was like, "What the fuck was that?" Jeff's dad comes up to me, Jeff's dad. He goes, "Keep this guy away from our wives."
Fucking classic.
And he comes up and gives me, the old like the bro handshake. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, but
I don't know either. I was thinking while you were saying that though, it's like we both kind of have this like weird stigma applied to our careers about like you show up somewhere and people just want you to fucking sing.
Yeah.
I think because the field that you're in is a little bit, it's like an outlier.
Yeah.
As far as music industry.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people obviously are super current or know a whole lot about it.
Right.
And then like fucking I go anywhere, talk to anybody, and I say even the slightest thing about welding knowledge, and all of a sudden they have this slew of projects that they need welded.
Yeah.
Or they ask me like can you just fucking weld me a car?
Yeah.
Like, just the most obscene request. It's like, I am not a fucking magician.
Right.
Like I just get this shit all the time, even at work. Like I tell you guys all the time. I send you guys pictures of the most impossible shit people bring to me. They're like, "Hey, can you weld this for me?" And I'm like, "Fuck, maybe."
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Right. That's my.
It's so.
I remember specifically an instance. I think my dad had asked. I think my dad asked me, and then I asked you, or I can't remember if my dad asked you. I can't remember, but he goes, something on the boat. That's all I remember. He's like,
"Yeah,
could Taylor weld this?" I'm like,
"Yeah,
I don't know. Like, I don't know if he asked you or if he asked me to ask you. I can't remember, but I
think it was both."
I'm just like, I don't know, fucking maybe, or maybe he made like a suggestion because the thing that's like he got like put on the boat. What do they call it? Like to hold like fishing rods and stuff like that. Just because our boat didn't have that. So he went and paid some guy.
Pole holders?
Yeah, but it was like tubes that like I don't know if they're aluminum or steel, but he went and got some tubes in it. It like arched over, so like you could put like a radar on it, or like an antenna for like a radio, or poles for fishing
Right
rods.
across the top,
right?
like a little like roll bar looking kind of deal.
Exactly, and it's just bolted onto the boat. And I think he said, "Oh, Taylor should get into this." He's just like, because my dad paid like some like $5,000 to get that thing made and put on the boat, and I mean, I was looking at the welds. They weren't bad, but they're not your welds.
Yeah. Not stellar.
Right. And my dad was like, "Oh, Taylor can make some major money doing this."
There's so much money in so many different areas of welding. It's just you gotta pick one, and then you have to be successful at it.
Yeah. But that's the one thing I like about my dad is he inquires. He'll ask about 1,000 questions, and then he'll kind of like be able to decipher whether or not it's worth like your time to do it, because he's not going to be like, "Can you go take a look at that and see if it could be done?" He's just like, well, he'll ask you questions like, "Is there anything similar?" I don't know. I'm just not waste people's time, I guess.
Good deal. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's it is funny because that's like At family events, everybody's asking me to sing, and I'm just like, no, dude, no. It is the
My
most annoying thing in the
yeah,
world because it's like,
vocal cords are shut off today.
I know, I'm like, seriously, I'm like, and I'll do it. Like, if I'm get a couple drinks in me, then I'll, you know, but I'm not drinking at family events,
Yeah.
but I'll, of course, like, in certain situations, I will do it for sure, but it is weird. It's like once you do it, people expect you to kind of just do it.
Wouldn't like I wouldn't say it's the most annoying thing in the world.
No, it's not annoying because
But
obviously I chose this career because I have a love and a passion for it, obviously. And of course, I'll sing when I get the opportunities to, but um,
yeah.
outside of the professional setting, it's like, okay, well, I'll do it, but it's not, you know,
I like to reserve myself for my concerts. You can come see one of those though.
right. I mean, really, it's just like, come, you got to pay me to sing. That's the that's the joke I make. I'm just
Yeah.
like, if you want to pay me a couple $1,000s, then sure, yeah, I'll do it. But
Yeah.
other than that, you got to come to a concert.
Yeah.
I joke, I joke around about that, but I'll end
For
up
sure.
doing it. But
Yeah.
yeah, because that's the one thing I every time I go over to Jeff's to drink in his mom's, because Jeff's mom plays piano.
Yep.
Dude, love Jeff's
Little
mom.
little
Lo-
duet.
love Jeff's family, but golly, man, it's Phantom of the Opera all the time. It's like
Oh yeah.
sing music of the night, and I'm like,
Very very consistent.
and she'll play piano, and I'll
Yeah.
sing along, and I'm like,
Yep.
because the thing is, it's like once you get to a certain level, for me, I got you got to warm up the body, you got to get the core going, you got to get
Yeah.
blood flowing to the vocal
Yeah,
folds.
yeah.
It's like,
For
boom. Okay, I've just been drinking with Jeff for the past hour and a half. Now you want me to sing music of the night that is, it's a very challenging song. The vocal range is 2 octaves from a low A to a high A. So it's like, if you've been drinking and you've been speaking over music and people, it's like that becomes difficult.
Hmm.
And it's like sitting right in the passaggio for like baritones. And I'm like, kill me.
Yeah, for sure. I could see that. Especially like just because you're so specialized in it and it's like I mean it's your fucking career. So you know a lot about it. It's like,
No.
you know, I
I'll
don't
do
know.
it. I
It's
mean,
like
I always have a good time doing it, and that's
yeah.
that's that they were saying when I left the last time I was hanging out with Jeff and his family. They're just like, "You're inviting us when you're on Broadway," and I'm like, "Okay." That's the one thing always in my mind of like, of course, I'll always invite my family first, but I'm like, the second invite is to Jeff and his family. I just like that's the second invite because
Yeah.
that's the one they've made it memorable enough in my memory to invite them.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Oh yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So, you want a little update on Liam?
Oh, I mean,
I
if
think
you'd like to tell me an update on Liam, please, Phil, go ahead.
I think we touched him, bro.
Oh yeah, he listened to the last cast. Oh
I think we touched him.
yeah, tickled his nuts.
Yeah. I don't know if he listened to the last one, but I was informed that so he had a track meet on Tuesday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He ended up coming in second. I wasn't there to witness. My mom was, and so were his friends. We're thinking that maybe the judge might have skewed the results a little bit because Liam's never thrown, well, he has, but in competition, he's never thrown under 40. And they marked him at a 38. And he came second to a kid who threw 38 and a half on the opposing team. My mom and his friends saw the shot put go over the 40-foot mark. I don't understand. I'm calling bullshit. I wasn't even there, but I'll just call bullshit to support.
Sure.
support the cause. And Liam got approached, or maybe it was my mom got approached by one of Liam's teammates' grandfathers. I think it was a grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, so he was like, I've been coaching, or he's like, I used to coach for X amount of years. We'll just say like 20. It was a good amount of years.
Sure.
And he's like, and I've never had a kid not throw like under 45 or something like that, or 49, maybe something like that. And so he's like, I would love to have the opportunity to coach your son. And so I'm pretty sure this is how the story went, but I only know that. Anyways, yesterday, Liam ended up staying after school. There was no practice yesterday, but he stayed after with one of his teammates and this older gentleman who helped him throw the shot put. And Liam was basically saying, like, like the head coach of the track team has been coaching him, and he's not necessarily, he's not a throwing coach at all, really.
Yeah.
But he's been around the sport long enough to be able to kind of help and guide the shot put throwers.
Mm-hmm.
But from what Liam said, it is basically that this older gentleman has him on like a totally different way of going about the throwing. And Liam said he was already throwing like 42s, like a consistent 42. And that's like his PR.
Dude, he's a junior in high school right now? Dude. So I just looked this up. It says D1 Ivy League. The shot put is anywhere from 54 to 57.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, if he puts in the work, dude, he could get a scholarship.
That's what I'm
saying. To
a
serious college.
That's what I'm saying. He's got the fucking build.
Because NCAA D2 is 50 to 35.
Yeah, dude. He's got the fucking build.
Just oh, gee whiz. Oh, okay. Okay, that's D1 Ivy League. NCAA D1 is anywhere from 60-10 to 45. So 60 to 45.
Fuck. 60 is so far.
Dude, he could, well, I feel like Liam would need to beef up. Because you see those shot put guys, they're hefty dudes.
But I mean, Liam's got he's got the base for it.
Right.
He's tall. He's got long arms.
He's
strong.
Aren't most of those guys short? Those shot put throwers?
I think they just look short because they're so wide.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at Brian Shaw, world's strongest man. That dude's like 6'7".
Yeah.
Like that dude's giant. Like Eddie Hall is a bit shorter. He's like 6'2", but he's still like 300 pounds.
Does Liam still want to be a sports announcer, or has he changed?
I don't really know what's on his mind.
Because I'm like, shit, if he gets a scholarship to throw shot put at a D1, NCAA D1, he could take, because I'm pretty sure that'd be journalism, he could take journalism classes, and God, he could go to the University of Oregon. That's got a great journalism program and a great athletic program too.
Yeah.
Liam?
I'm just saying. If he sets his mind to it, if this is his focus, there's just no reason. There's no reason for him to not make it happen.
Right.
Like, dude, if this is like all this dude has to worry about is throwing this shot put, getting good grades, and like he would have such a fucking future and career ahead of him.
Yeah. And
like you could shape your future
this
age.
The thing is, grades are always the tough thing for most athletes. I'm going to say that. Most athletes in general, yeah. I'd say. My biggest advice, and this is for Liam, if you don't understand something, ask. There's no harm in asking or saying, I don't know. I hate the fact that people make people feel like shit if they don't know something or they don't understand something. That's a way of life. Inquire about it. Because if you inquire about it, you're going to learn it better and you're going to understand it better and you're going to know it
Yeah.
for longer than most people who kind of just, okay, well, whatever,
Yeah.
ask. There's nothing wrong with tutors. I had tutors
Yeah.
in college.
The answer's out there. The answer is there.
Yeah.
You just have to fucking ask. You have to inquire. You have to get comfortable with asking questions.
Right.
That's all your future is. That's all you and I have right now
Yeah.
is questions.
Right. Let's work Liam up so that he can pay for our plane tickets to Las Vegas so he can be the one that works hard.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's sick.
You should fucking go to UNLV. And then we can fucking fuck shit up out here.
No. He needs to go to UCLA or Arizona State or OSU.
He can go wherever he wants.
USC.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. He needs
Or
to
he
go
can
to
do
school.
nothing.
He needs
Actually,
to go to
that's
school.
what he wants to do. He wants to be an electrician.
Oh, God, talk about freaking bags of money. Why? I just got to ask why. Okay, I got to ask him that question.
Yeah.
You want to be electrocuted and be a...
No.
I'm joking as a joke.
But I was a bit confused because he got this fucking stereo system for his car and he didn't put it in. I'm like, if you want to be an electrician, it's a pretty simple, easy way to figure out if you want to be.
Next time Pick does a project, a house project, have him get Liam down there doing electrical stuff.
Yeah.
Just say,
Yeah.
And if Liam's like, I hate this,
Yeah.
then maybe,
And you know.
then you know.
And you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's just still a few things in the electrical works that I don't really understand relays.
I don't understand any of it.
I had Josh explain a relay to me and I was like, I understand. And I didn't.
In one ear, out the other, and just smile and nod.
Well, like Josh and I have this fucking dynamic where it's like he'll say it one way, right? The initial way, where most of the population will understand, and then I'll say, actually, that's what I'll do. I'll just go, and then he'll be like, fuck, okay, he didn't understand that, and then he'll say it again, and then sometimes it could go for a second, and it just wasn't one of those moments where I wanted to understand. It's like, fuck it. We'll just fucking figure it out some other day. Yeah. He'll listen to this and be like, oh, shit. And I guarantee you I'll walk into work and he'll have a relay sitting on the desk and he'll be like, all right. He's like, we're going to learn.
And you're going to be like, no, we're not. I don't care.
Okay. I'm like, here we go. But it's good. It's good to know.
There's sometimes it's like knowledge is really great, but there are sometimes, like, for me at least, I'm like, I just don't care enough. I don't care enough to know. Like, why? I don't care.
It's for me. It's I always care to know. It's just, do I care to know right now?
Oh, that's a good way to put it. I guess that's a good way to put it. Because, like, my dad, he'll go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about, like, woodworking. And I'm like,
some carpentry?
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care.
I wish I knew more about carpentry.
But I'm just like, maybe someday when I'm 55 years old, maybe I'll care about carpentry and I'll get into it. And then I'll try contacting you when you have dementia and you can't remember.
Oh, God.
Sorry, that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad.
But I'm just like, there's sometimes I'm like,
I gotta start taking those moments more seriously.
I get too antsy.
It's like, I'm trying to think, if I'm 40, 50, 60 years old and I'm sitting a youngster down to
It's a good point. Good point. Good
It's
point.
just like what am I gonna do when I'm that age and I'm trying to tell a 25-year-old, listen, man, like this is how you do this, and
Right.
I'm only telling you for your own benefit. Actually,
Right.
I'm taking the time out of my day to help you learn, and you're just sitting there rolling your eyes at me. Like, there's gonna be a day when you just wish you would have listened to me talk about relays because I had the time to tell you 3 times on how the relay worked.
Right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's oh fuck. This is gonna be such a terrible lead into. I know we're budgeted on time here. I just finished the Avatar: The Last Airbender series for
Oh.
like the 17th time in my life.
Gee whiz.
And Eric, I know this sounds silly. I know this sounds silly. Uncle Iroh in that series. If have you ever watched the Last Airbender series ever?
Never.
Okay.
Is that the
I don't
cartoon?
know how to yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to convince the population to watch this TV series. God, your camera sucks. But the only reason you need to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender is the takeaway you get from Uncle Iroh. I swear the whole show has I swear that's like what the whole show is. Is it's supposed to be about what you learn from this Uncle Iroh character. I don't know how to explain it, bro. I think you just need to watch it and learn for yourself on what I'm talking about. I know it sounds crazy, but you have to watch it all the way through, all the seasons. And you'll understand. You will understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
I'm just saying, man, that the outlook that he has on life is fucking it's there. I don't
Okay.
want to sound fucking cornball because I'm talking about a goddamn Nickelodeon cartoon. But it's the most effort they've put in any Nickelodeon character that I've ever fucking watched.
Okay.
It's
Let's put this in perspective. Okay.
okay. Yep.
You're the Nickelodeon kid.
Yeah.
I'm the Disney Channel kid.
What did Disney Channel make that I need to watch?
Are you really gonna go down that path right now? Because I could say the same shit about the crap on Nickelodeon.
I watched Disney Channel.
I did too. I didn't really watch a lot of TV.
Well, I'm watching.
My parents
this
really
shit
didn't
now.
allow me to watch a lot of TV. Dude, I couldn't watch SpongeBob for the longest time.
See, that's an unfortunate.
My parents said absolutely not. Dude, we
There's
had
not-
TV restrictions. Our TVs. We were only allowed to watch TV for 45 minutes.
Ooh. See, there's not a lot of takeaway from SpongeBob other than the references that everybody makes.
See, and I don't get a single one of them.
I know.
If someone says Krabby Patty, I'm like, okay, that's SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't have anything related to a Krabby Patty or SquarePants or shit, I'm like, I am lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched
Yeah.
a lot of stuff with family during, so American Idol, like Chuck. Like, we watched a lot of those shows as a family. But most of the time, my parents were like, you need to get outside. You need to go. Sorry, this is getting away from what you were talking about, but that's just, I don't know. Movies, too. They'd allow us to watch movies, but not. Anyways.
You gotta watch it, man. And it's gonna be the only reason I say you have to watch all of them is because there's not always a takeaway from Uncle Iroh in every episode. It's
Well,
just
what's
a
just
whole
a-
story.
Well, what's the point of this?
The takeaway, bro.
Just, where did that come from?
I don't
you were
feel like I'm telling you because it's like
You just telling me to watch
has-
this for the takeaway?
yeah.
I can watch TED Talks then.
No. You don't take away shit from those.
I do.
Those don't stick with you for more than 5 minutes.
bullshit.
Boobs. That's like that's the main takeaway from TikTok these days. Boobs and ass.
Golly, that's so bad. There was, speaking of media entertainment, any kind of entertainment, Netflix. I'm so sorry, but I have strong opinions on Netflix, and it's pissing me off. Netflix is just raising the rates to everything. And I saw, I didn't read the article, but I saw a headline to an article saying that Netflix is eliminating password sharing.
My mom told me about that.
So that means, like, if it's your parents' account and you try to log in Las Vegas, guess what? Nope, because that's considered password sharing. I'm like, are you joking me?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is out of control, and half the stuff on Netflix,
Avatar's on Netflix.
a lot of it is pretty good. Outer Banks is pretty good. A lot of it's pretty good. But I'm just like, dude, that's like, come on. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Dude, I got in a rabbit hole that one morning. I sent you that article about
The brain.
the effects exercise has on the brain by the CDC. Yeah. Dude, I got in a rabbit hole because I'm like trying to figure out the issues to society. So I'm in a rabbit hole, like doing all these different,
shit, Eric.
doing all these different avenues of like what it could be, like trying to find the source of why everything is just so fucked up nowadays. And I'm like trying to find this answer, you know? So I got in a rabbit hole, but then I had to get ready to go to school, and I ended up being late to my class because I got too much into a rabbit hole. But I was drinking my coffee, dude, and I was on the old internet, dude. I was just trying, but I read that article, and I found that to be really interesting. But I'm like, dude, that's part of it. That's part of it.
Tell me that's not like almost common sense though, that article.
Well, there were a lot of I'd say majority of the article was common sense, but there were a lot of things that I did not realize that was what it was. Like memory, the memory aspect to that, I had no idea. I knew that it was good for your brain, good for getting exercise, getting blood flow, getting oxygen, helps you think better. But I didn't know that exercising helps you retain memories. I had no idea.
For me, it's just like, I think I've just been so focused on this like health and wellness portion of my life for so long that it's just like, you hear it. Like, I mean, that's a lot of what I consume from social media is like health and wellness, and like YouTube videos. A lot of that shit is spoken of. And
yeah,
I'm like, it makes sense. Cause then you start to look at the people who are deteriorating and you're like, what do you do on a daily basis?
Right.
Stand up out of your chair and grab a bag of chips?
Right. Now, I will say a lot. That's not, there are always outliers, and there's always certain, it's, you know, because, for instance, like my grandfather who has been diagnosed with dementia, that man was the most active and is the most active 85-year-old I've known in my entire life. But he's got dementia. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's like, that's all, dude, they didn't, my grandparents, it's just a different world they lived in, right? And still, like, my grandpa, dude, I was blown away. My grandpa was like in his 70s, early 70s, I think, or maybe late 60s. We were out playing baseball because that was his sport. He played all sports, but baseball was the big one. And it was through him I got the love of baseball. But we were out there playing baseball. Dude, my dad goes and throws him a pitch, right? First freaking swing of the bat, he hits a home run over onto, like, you know, the middle school there and how the field. The man hit the ball over the roof of the school at 70 years old.
Makes sense, though.
And so it's like, yeah, it's so there's, and constantly doing stuff in the yard. Like, he will not go, like, and it's like, we worry about that because he is older, and he's just like, dude, you can't go out there pushing an 80-pound barrel of gravel when you're 85. Like, you can't do it. So a lot of times my dad and I go over there to help him out with yard work now. But, well, my dad does. I'm obviously in New York now. But it's just like, still, that's a physical activity. And for me, I made that connection. I'm like, you know what? Exercise will not only help me gain my core strength, gain overall strength, and gain breath control and stuff like that, but it will also help me with my memory retention and learning pieces and learning stages and stuff like that. It blew my mind. So that was also another reason of like even more motivation for me to get into the gym, because it's not only it's indirectly helping my profession, and I want to be the best in my profession, so I have to go to the gym.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's so weird. It's like every time you talk about something like family related, I'm always like, oh yeah. I'm like, my mom sent me videos of my grandpa at the beach with them helping on the little beach place that they got.
Yeah.
And like my grandpa was working so fucking hard.
Yeah. Sweating.
They had to tell him like, hey, it's simmer down there.
Yeah.
Take a break.
Well, it's like they don't know.
He like would not. He got to the point where he had slipped and fell like 3 times flat backed on the roof. Because he was working so intensely. I mean, for his age, working so intensely,
right?
That they were like, all right, you can get off the 20-foot roof there and take it easy.
Right.
They just like don't know when to stop, dude. They're just hard working motherfuckers.
Right. They do. And that's the thing, is that's what to them, that is like normal.
Yeah.
And then for people like it's like the younger generation will see that like, why is that guy going freaking ballistics up there,
Yeah.
And in reality, it's just like, no, that's just normal for them.
I love, like, when I had the opportunity to do yard work with my parents on that acreage of land they have, dude, I loved going off on like projects, like big projects where you had to like move like hundreds of feet of like blackberry bushes, or you had to rake leaves in like a giant area of land. Like, I just loved that intensity and not stopping. You just don't even stop, dude. You're thirsty. No water.
This is the one thing that I can't get on board with. Yard work, I hate. I hate
Different
it.
type.
I hate yard work.
I would not help on that corner house that we had.
Oh,
Mowing the lawn is as far as I would go.
Yeah.
Until it was a big project. Like if we were setting up a pool in the backyard, that's a big project. Leveling out the ground.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. Yeah.
That's it. I'm down to do that. Moving big fucking rocks, or like building a shed, or like shit like that.
Right.
But mowing the grass, picking weeds, I'm like, no, please God.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. No, thank you.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like where I'll just like
bark dust.
Oh.
I really enjoyed moving
gravel,
wheelbarrows of bark dust. Yeah, gravel. Yeah,
getting all in
there.
there.
The truck bed, fucking just shoveling for like the entire day.
Dude, that reminds me, like, because you know what? I'm sorry, but anger, dude, it gets you going a little bit. Because I remember working at Home Depot and just working with some of the laziest
fucking people
in the world, dude. And I'm just like, they're like, oh, can I have help lifting a bag of, I don't know, like sod, not sod, but like bark dust? And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? It's 40 pounds. Why do you need my help? And then they would kind of just like half hold it. And so I'm essentially doing it all myself. I'm like, just fucking leave. And then I get angry and I'm just ripping those bags up and just throwing them in there. And then after the fact, because sometimes I'll do that, I get angry, and then like I get all of my my strength, all of it. And then after I'm like, ooh, I shouldn't have done that. I just used all of my strength.
Yeah.
And
all
then
the
I'm
energy's gone.
all of it.
Yeah.
Or
You
then
wasted
you're
all in emotion and fucking
right. And then you
movement.
realize you're just like, oh, I just fucked my back up.
Yeah.
Lifting
Yeah, dude.
these freaking sods into them because this freaking lazy ass won't. I'll
Dude,
get
it all
worked
just-
up.
It all pertains to the whole thing, like that we've talked about throughout this podcast. Warming up, like when people ask you to sing, I need to warm up for fucking 2 hours before I fucking start singing.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm gonna throw 40-pound bags around like they're fucking lightweight, I need to probably stretch out the old back before I throw it out.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. It's like that's important.
Yeah.
That's a fucking critical aspect of being smart when training.
Yeah.
We are on a tangent, Bobby.
I know.
No fucking format to this one.
No, this podcast was kind of all over the place, but that's okay.
This thing was just fucking rampant. 20 what was it? 40 minutes in, we introduced the podcast. Talked about Taylor's week, and we just, talked about Eric's fucking performance and
Yeah.
concert, whatever it's called.
We didn't have a topic for the day. But that's okay. We don't
yeah, I
need
didn't
one
really-
every freaking week. I kind of felt today I didn't really have this week, since it was so busy for me, I didn't really have like a
No.
I'm not going to say I had a burning desire to do the I'm not going to say that I didn't have a burning desire to do the podcast, but I was kind of like, oh, what are we going to talk about? It was
That's
kind of
what I was
like,
thinking.
I'm like, it's just going to, I think this is just
It'll
going to,
flow.
yeah, I'm just like, this is just going to be a podcast where we talk to one another and it's recorded.
Pretty much.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually could continue to go on longer, but
I
we
could
do
as
have
well.
we do have
honestly.
time constraints. People don't
Yeah.
want to listen to us fucking talk about random shit for 2 hours.
So it was cockroaches, cars, and
Oh gosh, I forgot about that. We talked about cars. Wow. Okay. Well, hopefully people could be like, yeah.
yeah. What's your
Yeah.
fucking dream car?
Yeah.
What's the fucking car? Dude, that's actually a great comment section. Fucking, we need to do a poll on Instagram.
Yeah.
What's your fucking dream car? Yeah. You only get one choice. It can be at any point in your life. You get to choose one dream car. You don't have to choose right now. You can choose when you're 40.
God, what are we? Are we in like
What is that?
freaking U.S. history and the prompt of the day? What is your dream car to get the juices flowing?
Dude.
God,
I mean, shit. I want to hear it. I want to know what people's answers are, actually. I'm very curious.
Yeah, Taylor could be like, so I could look it up to see if that could be my dream car.
I just want to see if it's fitting for the person. I'm
Oh.
like very curious.
Well, you don't know everybody that listens.
Oh, no, I don't.
Anyways,
Yeah. That'd be cool to talk about in the next one, though, at the beginning.
could be. I don't know. We talk about cars a lot.
Well, geez, it's a big part of my day.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Do you have any more?
That's my cup of tea.
All right. Well, if you haven't already, go make sure to follow all of our things. We have a link tree. Just
We have a link tree.
just hit that link tree and it takes you to all of our shit.
Absolutely.
We've got Spotify, we got YouTube, we got OnlyFans, we've got no, I'm joking. Instagram,
TikTok.
So make sure to share it too. Please share it. Golly,
Yeah.
share it. If you share it, we'll give you
Nothing.
feet pics. I joke around about that with my family way too much.
Oh. God, I bet you got some hairy dogs, huh?
I do
I
have
can see
some.
that.
I do have some hairy dogs.
The big
Okay.
toe.
Whoa. We gotta charge people for this conversation. All
I'm
right.
just imagining your head of hair on your big toe.
No, dude. Imagine like my leg hair.
Oh, God. I'm not paying for that.
Some people might. It's a strange world out there. Anyways, we need to end this before
I'm gonna go fucking train legs.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go eat.
Good.
All right. Peace out.